Hello, my friends. It's Miss Mo from Miss Mo's Vegan Kitchen. How are you today? Coming to you from Toronto, at home. So, good news first. Let's get this out of the way. Papa is doing very well. It was like a miracle. I mean, they had him up and walking. All of the monitors were off of him, and just he was walking. Like 2 days ago we weren't sure what was gonna happen, and today he was walking. Like, what? Can you hear that banging? Sorry, it's my neighbor. Okay, so this is going to be a very warm, soul feeding soup. I made some, it's not really pho. I was watching a video the other day. I want to say that the channel is called Hello Honey, and I love that. Come on, stop banging. Boy. So I'll explain what's in it because I didn't do the cooking tutorial today, but I'm going to add fresh lime. Oh my gosh, what a roller coaster of a ride the last 2 days have been. 3 days? I don't even know. It's just some lime. We'll put some more if I want it. And I have some gluten-free tamari. It is open. I don't know why the thing didn't come off. Tiny bit. This is your umami flavor. Even though it's in the broth, I like to add a little bit more. And then some toasted sesame oil. Finished the one the other day and I'm like, I am not buying one that's not toasted this time. So there we go. And what's next? Can you guess? Dun dun dun. Cilantro. So, oh my gosh. This morning, I'm going to tell the story of what happened with my dad first, and then I'll get into the ingredients for my food. My gosh. So this morning, the nurse came in, and, oh wait, let me start with last night. Oh, is it going to go all wonky again? I'm sorry. Hopefully this doesn't make that loud of a clinking noise. And this soup is super hot. I don't know if I'm going to be able to eat it yet. I might be able to talk first and then eat. So yeah, things were going really good yesterday, and they were taking stuff off of him, like all of his monitors and his IVs. And what was happening to him was that his body was starting to obviously fight the infection, and things were going really well. So they wanted to take off as many IVs as they could. Well, they went to take off one IV last night. I'm going to taste the broth. And gosh, it's so good. He panicked. So his heart rate started to go up. And then his eyes started to roll in his head. So, of course, the nurse was like, are you okay? Like, hello, Mr. Kelly? Charlie? And he was replying. But he's just been through so much. Thank you for this food. Oh my goodness. My water in my glass jar. So I started to panic. I had to leave because I couldn't handle it. So I went out into the, like where the main desk is. And I texted Kevin. I knew there was a panic attack coming. And I've been doing really good with them, like managing them. But I was just so nervous that he was going to have a heart attack in front of me. So I said to the nurse, I'm just going to go to the quiet room because I didn't want Papa to pick up on my nervous and negative energy, right? I forgot to put some Thai basil. Thai basil. I love this stuff. Whew. So I phoned Karen because Kevin was still, I think he was at work at the time. I don't even remember what time it was, honestly. I think it was around 8 something, 9 something. And I was just saying to her what was going on through my head. Because sometimes I find if I talk about it, it helps. And it keeps me grounded, right? And, Karen is awesome. Talking me down. She's just used to it through all these years, right? I've known her for, yeah, I don't know, 35 years. So, I was in talking to her for I don't know how long before the nurse came in and said, okay, I'm done. I was like, oh, thank God. So I had to walk around the long way so that I could calm myself down before going in to see Papa again. And I'm so thankful that he was quite settled. He was very aware and awake. And I just asked him how he was feeling, and he said, I'm sore, I'm tired. I was kind of thankful because I said, okay, Papa, I'm going to go to bed. I said, I think I need a good sleep tonight. And he said, okay. And I wanted him to sleep and rest, right? And if I was there, every time that he would pop his eyes open, if I'm there, he would want to talk to me. So I figured it'd be better if I left. So I went back to the nurse's station and just told her I was going to retire for the night. And come and get me if you need me. Well, let me tell you, I don't know what was going on last night. But I heard code blue a couple of times. And yes, I'm in the quiet room. The door is closed. But I swear, I think at one point somebody opened the door. I don't know if they were just checking to see if somebody was in there. But that's the first or second time that I heard code blue, so I panicked. And I might have been in a deep sleep, but I sure heard that. So, it wasn't Papa. I feel sorry for whoever it was, and hopefully everything was okay in the end. But I got up this morning, got myself dressed. Well, not really dressed, but cleaned up. Changed my shirt. You saw the pink shirt, right? Did I tell you all of this? Oh my gosh, I don't even know if I told you that on my video this morning. Gosh, I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself. It was really... Man, I hope I'm not repeating myself. I'm sorry. Okay, so then let's just start with today. Okay. So they were taking all stuff off today. And the nurse came in and she's like, Charlie, I think we're going to get you up and sitting in a chair. And I was like, what? Okay. Because there was times when my dad's talking to you and literally like mid-sentence he'll fall asleep. And you can see that his eyes roll back in his head like he's in pain. Excuse me, but if they ask him what level of pain it is, he would say, you know, a 3 or a 4. Where any other person might say at that point, maybe even a 7 or 8. But my dad has a really high tolerance for pain. So, his body was shaking. Your body doesn't shake at a pain level of 3 to 4. So at some point during the day today, my brother Adrian, his wife, and their daughter came. And I'm best friends with his, well, I say wife, it's his girlfriend. I'm best friends with her. We've been best friends for 20-something years. So I said, can you please go shopping? I'm running out of food. Or take me shopping when they get there. So she's like, oh, we'll pick you some stuff up. What do you want? So I said, veggies with hummus. Let me tell you how thankful I was for that. Oh my gosh. Because the food that I had last night was a salad. So it was just some greens, some shredded carrot, like alfalfa sprouts, I think they were, and some balsamic dressing, and then the black bean burger. And I do not like tomatoes, as you know, so I took the tomatoes off. But that was really good. But I just wanted some fresh veggies. I cracked that open right away. My gosh, this is so good. I gotta remember to tell you how I make it. So, she comes in. My dad was so excited to see her. I believe her name was Sandra. She's got, like, you have to set everything up. So they have to move the bed. They have to bring in this reclining chair that moves. They have to bring in the walker. They have to bring in this belt thing to go around his chest, basically, so that when they lift him, you know, they can not only brace him, but hold him by that, because if he's holding on by his arm only and he happens to fall, it might be hard to actually catch him. So they put that on so that they can, like, loop it around their arm as they're holding him as well. Really cool. And then they got the thing set up over the top of the bed. The hoist. I don't know what it's called. So that in case he was too tired when he got back from his sleep, if he had to go back in the bed. From his walk. In case he was too tired and wanted to go to sleep. And he wouldn't be able to lift himself back in bed. I'm gonna drink. Well, they started out with putting him just at the side of the bed, letting him gain, you know, his balance, I guess. Make sure that he wasn't too dizzy, and just give his head and his body time to adjust to sitting up because he's been laying down for days now from surgery. And a couple of days before his surgery, he was in so much pain that he couldn't even walk. It was bad. Like on a pain level, it was probably 14 or 15 even for my dad. So it was bad. Anyway, they sat him at the side of the bed for a good, I want to say 10 minutes, just chatting with him, making sure that he was going to be able to do this. And then they stood him up. Well, he stood himself up because they wanted to be able to make sure that he could do it. So they just supported him, but he pulled himself up or pushed himself up and held on to the walker. They supported him. And then he was like, okay, let's go. And they're like, no, 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 you got to take this slow, Papa. Come on. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. So, oh my gosh. They asked him to just march in place to make sure that he could support the weight on one foot and then the other. And he did it. You know, and then they said just rock back and forth kind of to get your body used to being up. And then they said, okay, let's walk to your room door. And then let's walk to the desk, the admitting desk. And then let's walk to the next little thing. My dad was like, let's go, let's go, let's go. And she said, nope, I think that's it. So he went, I don't know how many feet. I want to say at least 25 feet, which is unreal considering that 2 days ago, we didn't know what was going to happen. Like, I really do believe in the power of prayer, the power of positive energy, positive thoughts, healing energy, good vibes, all of that. I believe in all of it. I think that we are all energy and we create this positive force. And, you know, like I said, my dad is a true believer. He always has been. And we had the 2 people praying for him yesterday that came in. And then I posted on Nina Unrated for asking her kisses. That's her subscribers to please pray because I love her channel so much and she always prays before she eats. I should have asked. Maybe I'll ask on Ghetto Vegans as well as Be Love's Life because I know everybody likes to do that too. So I need to remember that I need to say I don't call it grace. I call it my blessing. My blessing before I eat in front of you because I don't. I usually just say it sometimes even as I'm cooking it because I'm pouring my soul into the food and I'm always so thankful. I better drink this before it gets cold. So they put him in the chair. So they had him walking with the walker. I was holding his IV pole. The other nurse was walking behind him with that recliner chair. So once he reached that little destination, they got him to sit down. And he was so happy. He was ecstatic. And so proud of himself. There was other staff who were watching him because it's kind of unbelievable when you think of the fact that 48 hours ago, this man was listless and lifeless, and we were really relying on the power of a miracle. So one of the gents that was working at the desk was like, cheers, and held up his Timmys for him. It was awesome. So then they sat him in the recliner, put his feet up, and I said, okay, Papa, you better rest. It was just, wow. And then I think that's when I went to the quiet room. And then Adrian Weasel and Georgia showed up. So I went downstairs with them. Oh my gosh. And I just told them all the good news. Let me tell you, after 3 days of being at a hospital and only washing myself with a towel, brushing my teeth and everything, washing my face and my body down, washing it down. But I felt so grungy. You saw how bad my hair was. So now I have been home. I had the longest shower. I washed my hair. I brushed my teeth. I did everything. And I feel so good. I really need a haircut though. And then I was going to order in because Kevin was like, just order yourself in some soup from Green Earth Vegan. And I was going to because their pho is phenomenal. It's like one of my favorites. Phenomenal. Great restaurant name. Probably already exists though. And then I said to him, I'm just going to make soup. And toast. Because I just wanted something warm and hearty. And comforting. And then as I was about to make the soup, I was like, no, I changed my mind. Maybe I will just have the toast. I kept going back and forth. And then as I was about to put the toast in, I'm like, nope, I'm going to make soup. So yes, I'm eating late, but it was worth it. I made a nice big pot. It's on the stove. I don't know if you can see it there. But I'll have some for tomorrow. And I really do want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart. What a few days this has been. I came home and I wrote in my gratitude journal. And I just, yeah, I'm just very thankful. Okay, so in my soup, I start with a pot of water. I have a smaller pot that I put in the rice noodles. Excuse me, and I soak them in boiling hot water. Well, hot tap water. For however long it takes me to make the soup. So you just put the noodles come in this massive package and they're like little nests. So you just take out a few nests, put them in the hot water, and let it sit. So the soup itself is, I start with cold water for that and bring it to the boil. And I put ginger, garlic, onions, tamari, sesame oil, rice wine vinegar, maple syrup, gochujang, gochugaru, salt, pepper, cardamom. I think that's it. Could be wrong. And then I did the carrots a little bit longer than the broccoli and cauliflower because I wanted them to be a little bit cooked. And then you and some of the snap peas. And then you just take your noodles, put it in the bottom of your bowl, and pour your soup over it. And then you saw me add my toppings. You can do however you want, obviously. Put whatever vegetables that you want in there. It's just so good and so hearty. As you're cooking it, it does... Oh, and there was tofu in there, sorry. The marinated tofu that I did the other day, I had some left. Oh, that's another thing. I do not like throwing out food. But I had food that was ready to eat the day that I left and for the next day, so they're no good, but it's okay. I have a lot that I could keep, so... And Kevin took some of the food. So the toppings were fresh lime, tamari, sesame oil, cilantro, I said the lime, and Thai basil. Yeah. Excuse me. And then some water, of course. That's not topping. Okay, my friends. Please pray that everything stays the way that it is and keeps going up, 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 because we really need a break right now. We've had a roller coaster over the last little while. I would really like it to settle down so I can relax. I love you so much. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all your thoughts, prayers, vibes, energy, you name it. I love you for it, and I appreciate it. I changed my calendar when I got home on my Santa Claus because I wanted to be in the moment. I turned on all my candles, and the Christmas lights are on. I had my Rankin family music playing so that I could get some upbeat music in my bones while I was showering, and got my warm sweater on. And that's it. Nice soup in my body. I love you so much. Comment, like, subscribe, and click the notification bell to let you know when I upload something. Keep smiling.